which means another awesome segment of Sanusi Vision. That's right, live streaming today. I'm focused on something super cool, the creation and the origination of the Batazr footwear line and also to the Asho clothing line. Sure, you guys got the Asho right here, but the Batazr, man, you know what I'm saying? The footwear line, how it all got cracking, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what today's story is about, man. I want to thank all of y'all for joining me. Thank you all for growing the channel. The channel continues to grow. As I checked, we have about 1,140 subscribers, which is beyond amazing. So very grateful for that. The first initial goal is 1,200 subscribers, and then after that, try to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So thanks to all of y'all. The channel continues to grow. Thanks to all of y'all. Continue to come here and have fun. The days are streaming now, so I'll get it clear. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. That's what my schedule allows for. That's what I'm trying to fit it in, so I'm consistently consistent there, because consistency is the air of dreams. You know what I'm saying? So, but today, man, I'm going to focus on the one thing I've always wanted to focus on. Something I never talked about, the Asho and the Batazr footwear line. I can't stress enough the importance of what led me to create it. First of all, the Asho clothing line is how it all started. The clothing line really started more out of me just wanting to wear my own gear. I didn't want to wear anybody else's clothes anymore. I was like, I'm wearing my own clothes. Don't care. I need to wear my own clothes. With my drawings on it. That's really what really got me started. So this was one of the first original stuff that I created. A hoodie, Carjack Stats hoodie. As you can see, it's got this weird looking transfer on there. Well, that transfer is there because when I first started started making clothes, I used to use t-shirt transfer paper. I'd print the images on my printer, for the t-shirts. I'll put it on the transfer paper. Then I'd put it, line up the t-shirts, line up the clothing on the table I had. Right? God, I wish I recorded these videos so y'all could see it. But what I would do, I would take the clothing, I would put it on the table, whatever the t-shirts, which is mostly what I started with. Then I would measure from the neckline right here to the chest line, which is usually about 2 inches, right? So then the image that I print on the t-shirt transfer paper, I'd place it on the t-shirt. I had to line it up because I had to make sure that it was even height and width. You know what I mean? So to set up the imaging, kind of like this, y'all can see right here. You see this right here? That's what I had to do. So that's the width right there. So in doing so, hey, Babu Do, thank you. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, man. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the original story of Asho and Batazr, my clothing and footwear line. I want to tell you how I did it. I talk about my stuff all the time, but I never talk about what made me start and how I did it. So thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. So please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button. Appreciate y'all. So look, let's get to it, right? You see this t-shirt transfer right here? This is the first hoodie I ever made. Right, so y'all see that? You see the transfer across? Hey, welcome to the chat, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to another live stream of Sanusi Vision. Today I'm talking about how I created the clothing line and the Asho line, the Batazr footwear line and the clothing line. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for the cool room. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Do my best to make the area that I'm streaming from look cool. So look here, y'all. Check this out, y'all. So look, this is what happened, right? When I first started, I didn't have a name, but I knew I wanted my clothes to look a certain way. And also until I started making the clothes because I just wanted my own t-shirts, my own hoodie, whatever you want to call it, right? So this was one of the first ones that I ever created, hoodie, t-shirt, whatever you want to call it. So this hoodie, I would have to go to buy Target to buy transfer paper. Actually, Joann's. There's a store called Joann's. They're out of business now. But I would buy these t-shirt transfer paper. I'd print it on my printer. I had a big industrial printer. Then I print it. So the images, depending on whatever size the t-shirt was. Most of my images that I printed were all 11 by 17. You know what I'm saying? 11 by 17 is what you're looking at right here, right? So I would print the images, whatever drawings I did. Carjack for Assassins, Blade, Iron Man, Batman, whatever. I would do that. And I got so many different t-shirts I'm going to show y'all. So then I would take the image, lay the clothing on the floor, right? Lay it on the table, right? Just kind of like, let me change the angle of what y'all are looking at. I would lay the clothing like right now, like what I'm doing right here. Then I would make the, let me straighten this out. I love having the DJI. Then I would make the, I would make the clothing, and then I'll take the transfer, lay the clothing down on the table, measure it. So usually from your neckline to wherever the image started is about 2 inches. You see what I'm saying? So I take a ruler, take a measure to it, right? Put it there. And then once I got that, I lay the t-shirt transfer paper on the apparel. So whether that was a hoodie, a t-shirt, or whatever it was, I would do that. Then next, I'd have to put this, is this like a protective paper, the cover of the image so you don't burn the image out, because I was using an iron, y'all. Yes, y'all. You heard me correct. I literally was using an iron that my mother bought me from Target. I still reminisce on those. Like, I can't believe I was using an iron. So she bought me an iron from Target, right? And that iron is what I used to start on my clothing line. You know what I'm saying? And then so I would iron the clothes. I would have to iron the image to make it heat onto the apparel. So I was ironing. Yo, I want y'all to imagine. Imagine doing that for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes to create one shirt. So I'd be going like that, back and forth on the shirt, on the apparel, like that. God, I wish I had iron right now so I could show y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be going like that, right? And then it'd take me about 25 minutes to make a shirt. And then if I wanted to put it on the back as well, yeah, I had to do what I had to do to start this clothing brand, man. It was very vital to me. And then on the back, so I had to spend that same amount of time again on the back side. You know what I'm saying? So I'd have to get the iron prepped up if I started using it. Maybe get it hot. Maybe get it to the maximum. You know, most irons reach about 7 heat, I think. So I'd get it to like 5 or between 5 and 7, depending on whether clothing I was using. Then, if I wanted to put images on the sleeves as well, I had to do that. So y'all, check this out. I would print like different sleeve stuff. So this is the stuff I put on sleeves, my company logo, of course. Then if I want to put the logo or the symbol of the character, I put that too. So you got the back, you got the front, and then you got the sleeve, right? So this is an original hoodie. This hoodie is about 6-7 years old, y'all. OG hoodie. This is what got the stuff started. And then when I made enough money from making t-shirts by hand with an iron, I had enough money to buy a heat press. So I bought a heat press. I still had to use my iron, but the heat press cut my time down exponentially. Instead of 30 minutes of ironing, I would have it take the heat press about 1 minute and 30 seconds to press whatever it's gonna press, because on my heat press, I could put a timer. Do I have a one piece of t-shirt or hoodie? I don't get it. Are you asking me from when I first started, or do I sell them? Because what I sell now is completely different from what I have. I'm not understanding your question. You know what I'm saying? The question is kind of confusing me. But let me grab the new stuff, what led on. So then, in order to progress forward with clothing, I had to still do, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get to the shoes. So now, remember, this is how the hoodies and t-shirts first started, with a transfer paper type situation. This is what it led to, digital technology. Now, I'm gonna show y'all some sample t-shirts. Yes, I have anime. If you visit the website, sunfish.com, I'm actually gonna put the website link in the chat for you right now. All of y'all who wanna visit my website. Yes, I sell hoodies, t-shirts, tank tops, all that stuff. Elia30, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you joining me. How y'all doing? Welcome to the chat, y'all. Another great day over here at Sanusi Vision, man. That's the link right there. So click it, check out all the cool gear. So check this out. So you got the hoodie, right? This is the old school hoodie. This is the new way I make it, right? Now look, let me get y'all some t-shirts so y'all can see what I'm talking about, how I started. Because once I start going the other way, so look, y'all, these are the t-shirts that I created. And some of these I used to work out, right? So look, this is one of my original characters right here. Cardiac Assassins, the t-shirt. This is an old one, but I've had this for God knows how long, like going on almost 7 years now, you know what I mean? And then you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in the Half Shell. You got Iron Man. Let me even go get the Techno Man. These are the transfer t-shirts I was making when I first started. Yeah, when I first started, y'all, it was humble beginnings, y'all. Humble beginnings, let me tell y'all. Humble beginnings, man. You know what I'm saying? Humble beginnings. Now, these aren't available on my website no more, because what I'm using now is a whole different level of awesomeness. But yo, when the journey first popped off, oh my God. Man, y'all don't understand, boy. Your boy had to do the doggone thing. I had to get real innovative about how I was gonna create this clothing line. You best believe that. Wait till I get to the shoes. You know what I'm saying? So, like, these are Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna go get Techno Man for you. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. All of y'all show me emoji loves. Show that love, hit that like button, please. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. Now look, let me go get y'all some more t-shirts, and then I'm gonna move on to the next generation of clothing. Then I'm gonna get into the footwear. Then I'm gonna get into a combination of both. Oh, trust me, it ain't gonna take that long. Hey, y'all gonna love these two t-shirts. Check this out. I got Techno Man. I got Thundercats. Oh yeah, look at this. Y'all see that? That's Techno Man right there, boy. See? That's what your boy was doing. Yeah, deuces, man. Go to sleep. Have a good night, man. Check this out, y'all. You must be in a different time zone. But yo, that's the t-shirts right there, right? And then look, this is another t-shirt. Now I'm gonna show you what came up next after this. So then I had to evolve. Check this out. You see the Thundercats right there? So then, all of y'all, thanks for joining me. So then I had to evolve from what I was doing to where I wanted to go. Check this out. So look, the next thing I did, right, was evolve what I was doing. I had to, because I realized that I love the way these t-shirts look, but I could do even better, right? So I went from all the money that I made from the heat press. I took all that money and I said, you know what? It's time for me to make these t-shirts look even cooler. So I did. Y'all give me a second. So guess what, y'all? I did. So I transitioned from the transfer to something I call like, hey, I wanted the image to look not like what I got on right now, because this is the next level right here, right here. This is the ultimate level right here. So I had to do something different. And it all started with something like this, right? Check this out. The t-shirts. So I went from transfer paper to these right here. Now you can feel the material, the images were part of the clothing, not on top of the clothing. So the evolution of Asho and Batazr is very different. It's very, very unique growth. I started with an iron. I got away to this, right? And when I got to this, I still liked it. It was super cool, but there was still limitations, right? And I still said, I want to do something different. I want to make it look like even more cooler. What can I do to make it better? What can I do to make it better? So I said to myself, give me a second, y'all. Yeah, people, I got people texting me, homegirls texting me, asking me questions about computers and stuff, because I'm a bit of a nerd, so I know what's up. But yo, so check this out, y'all. So I got these clothing, right? So in order to evolve from where I am here, guess what? I decided to, what? These clothes are great, because you can do some things now. Look at this, pretty cool, right? Then I said, let's evolve this stuff. So now I went from doing that to like, I wanted to do isometric. What I mean by isometric is that the images don't look square on the apparel. They look like you can put it wherever you want. So we started with a hoodie, right? Look, a hoodie's always the one to start, right? So you start the logos isolated, the Cardiac Assassin logo, the Sanusi logo, and then the logo of the Assassins, right? On this arm, right? And then the logo of the Carjacks on this arm. Y'all see that? And then the back. So I was able to start doing isometric type images, right? Check this out. But I still was like, I want to evolve what I'm doing. So guess what? Which brought about the next level, right? So I started changing the way I was designing my designs, right? So you see how I've got to isometric now? So now I could do whatever I want. But this was still the next generation of the t-shirts, right? So this is what I want to do. Good night to everybody saying good night. So look, check this out. So right, so I got the t-shirts, right? You see the transfer, right? The technology is still there. And y'all ain't gonna believe that this t-shirt is at least 7 years old. I don't make t-shirts that fade, right? And I said, yeah, but this is cool. But there was still limitations, because guess what I was trying to get to? I was trying to get to this right here, which I'm about to show you an abundance of samples right there. You see that? So this is what I was doing, right? Then I said, you know what? We can do that. But also too, at the same time too, I could do that. I invented a way for me to be able to put my t-shirt drawings, my pencil drawings, right? Who doesn't love a pencil drawing? Put my pencil drawings on t-shirts. So that's how I came up with this idea right here. My pencil sketches. Y'all see that right there? That's my pencil sketches right there. So anything I drew with pencil, I could put on the t-shirt. I just want to show you a sample. So then came the next evolution of where we were going. Now is when the party really got started. Now, let me go show y'all some of the stuff that came about that made this whole situation look super cool. Look, check this out, y'all. I love the story, the journey. as I like to say. So look, y'all. Now, the ultimate goal is when things got real good, is when I got to this level right here. That's when things started changing. I said, okay, we can do a bunch of different things. I can put clothes wherever I want, images where I want. That's the evolution of my clothing line, right? And don't worry, I'm getting to the sneaker line now, next. You know what I'm saying? So look, check this out. So the clothes are looking like I can do what kind of t-shirt I want. Material, next level, I can do all kinds of cool stuff. And that was really important to me because part of having a cool clothing brand is making sure that you're making something that's really quality for me is important, longevity is important to me, and then just style. You know what I'm saying? I was doing something super unique. Even now when I wear my gear, when I'm going out to places, people are like, yo, what you got on? That's the sickest looking thing I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So that was important to me. So this is the first t-shirt in that era of shirts that were like that, right? You know what I'm saying? When you create a clothing line, for me, the main thing was I want to have my own clothing line, but I also too wanted to have clothes that look super cool. Clothes that I knew that if you bought it, you'd want to keep it. You know what I'm saying? So that mattered to me. So that was this right here. That was the evolution of these clothes right here. Then you had t-shirts like this as well, where I could do isolation with different singular characters. You see what I'm saying? Cajun right here, you see that? That's the evolution. Like, part of evolution of a clothing brand is really important, you know what I'm saying? Really important. And then I had hoodies. Wait till you see the hoodies that I got. Oh my God, this is next level stuff hoodies. So look, check this out. You got women's characters right here. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. I was evolving these things, man. Escalade, right? Cards of Assassin Universe. That's what your boy was doing. This is all about growth right here. If you want to do something great, you got to actually pursue it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what clothing right there. That was the women's clothes. And then I even got other characters. I'm going to show y'all some other characters. I got Blade. I got All-Star t-shirts. Then I'm going to show you the hoodies. Then I'm going to show you the sneakers. Because the sneakers is where the party really got cracking. Look, this is Blade right here. Blade from the Marvel Universe. Yes, I'm a big Blade fan. You know what I'm saying? This one I started doing this right here. I started making cool shirts like this. That evolution, so I go from transfers to like, oh, these t-shirts are next level. That's why when people see me wearing my gear, hey, how you doing? How you been? I ain't seen people in a minute, man. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Nasib. I think is the name. I can't see. Thank you for joining me, though. Appreciate you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, definitely. And definitely hit the notification button. I've been good, man. I am good. Welcome to the chat. I try to go earlier with my streams now because by the time I get home at night, it's a wrap. I ain't got no strength for that nighttime streaming, man. It's a wrap. So, yo, Blade right here. Now, these t-shirts now that I'm showing y'all are all available on SanusiVision.com. Everything I've been showing you recently with the t-shirts now are all available on SanusiVision.com. Different drawings, different characters, different combos. And don't worry, I'm about to show you a cool t-shirt I just did for a customer. Yeah, that's next level stuff right there. So this is Blade right here. Y'all see what I'm saying? And then look, check this out. Because the way I was going to do this stream was half sneakers, half clothing. So check this out. Then I got an all-star t-shirt. Y'all think I'm done there. Look, check this out. Now this one's an all-star t-shirt. This one's got everybody and their godmother. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and their godmother. So the way I was making t-shirts now was more about evolution, where I want to go. So you can see I can do different things, different characters, different styles. That's really important to me. If you're going to do something, man, thank you. Appreciate that, Nasib. Appreciate that. Yes, you can visit the website, SanusiVision.com, and check out all the cool stuff that I'm making. I'm going to copy the link in the chat. Now, look, let me show y'all the next level shirts where it really got interesting. Check this out. So, I'm not going to spend too much time holding it, but I'm going to let y'all see it. Look, this is a hoodie right here. This is the future of all hoodie designs right there. Not necessarily the character, but what the hoodie's going to look like, what the hoodie can look like. Y'all see that right there? Different styles right there. See how the customized hoodie? See all the detail of the artwork? There's not too many people in the industry that's doing what I'm doing here, man. This is next level stuff right here. You see what I'm saying? And then the quality of the material matters to me too. Because the quality, I'm not willing to sacrifice quality for quantity. I'm not playing that. I'm all about my quality. You know what I'm saying? This material, oh my God, it's next level stuff, y'all. When you make stuff, you want to make stuff that people can actually tell people like, yo, this is lit. The material's off the chain. Ain't nobody gonna be calling my stuff cheap. You can call it expensive, but I don't want to hear cheap. Heck no. Austin Crane, yo, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome to the chat, man. I've changed my streaming times now. I'm going super early. No more. It's all on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Sundays is the only one I do late, after 7 p.m. But everything else is early, man. I'm done with this streaming in the at night nonsense. I ain't with that mess no more. So telling the story of my clothing line, how I started it, and the footwear line. So this is what the clothing is looking like. And then look, check this out, y'all. You got sweatpants, right? Who does not like a cool pair of sweatpants? Look, I'm gonna take it off the hanger. I'm gonna let y'all see it. Cause look, there we go. Look, let me just do it like this. Make it easier for y'all to see. Y'all give me a second. It'll be easier if I just do it like this. I might as well. Check this out, y'all. Look at this. Sweatpants, right? See, I wasn't doing all this before I started. These are sweatpants. Now I go from making t-shirts with transfer paper to... Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that. How you doing, Kim Troll, I believe? How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and definitely hit the notification button, y'all. Y'all, what I'm doing today is telling the story how my clothing line began. Because guess what? Shortly soon, in the coming weeks, I'm going to tell y'all the release date of the official first Cardiac Assassin comic book that's coming out. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, that comic book. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, y'all, these are my clothing line right here, right? So, sweatpants. So, if you love superhero sweatpants, whether it's Cardiac Assassin characters, or Blade, or Iron Man, or whomever, you want to get you one of these pants right here. All of this right here that I'm showing y'all is all available on sunvision.com. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, this right here is what the sweatpants went to. And then, guess what else I did? Now I'm doing bomber jackets. That's right. The evolution. Bomber jackets. Look at this, man. This is next level stuff, y'all. Bomber jackets. Look at this. I know y'all see this. Look at this. This right here is a platinum marble bomber jacket. This is the creme de la creme of my bomber jackets. This is for the bosses. This is for the collectors. If you love stuff like this, my clothing line didn't just start by accident. I tactically grew myself to where I am today. You know what I'm saying? So this is a marble velvet. Now what makes it unique is that in different lights, the imaging that's on the jacket changes. Tell me that is not cool. Y'all see how it's got reflectors? Appreciate that, bro. Let me click my website into the chat so y'all can see what's up. Y'all can visit the website and check out all the coolness on my website. Once I'm done, once we get done streaming, and wait till I get to the sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So this clothing line, this is a bomber jacket. This is a marble velvet platinum bomber jacket. This is the best bomber jacket brand in my clothing line. So whether I do Cardiac Assassins, now I've only got 5 designs, actually 7, on the website for platinum bomber jackets. Cardiac Assassins, Blade, Iron Man, Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Iron Man, Black Panther. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, these are bomber jackets. This is where I was taking my clothing to evolve to. You know what I'm saying? You can either make your stuff look cool, or you can make your stuff not look cool. I wanted to make my stuff look super cool. You know what I'm saying? So yo, there's another set of bomber jackets. This right here is a waterproof bomber jacket. This is the gold label bomber jacket. Literally, y'all, it's waterproof. Literally, it is waterproof. Look at this. This is next level stuff, y'all. Y'all see this right here? This is next level stuff, y'all. Next level, y'all. Next level, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just showing you some of the clothing, right? And then guess what else I was doing? We're doing puffer jackets now. You know what I'm saying? Puffer jackets. That's right. Puffer jackets. Look at this. This is next level stuff, y'all. Puffer jackets. Iron Man puffer jackets. I go from t-shirt transfers to Iron Man puffer jacket. And then from Iron Man puffer jacket to Cardiac Assassin's puffer jacket. This is the kind of clothing that I'm making now. This is what I mean by the evolution of the Asho clothing brand. You know what I'm saying? It was all about growth, right? So look, check this out. I'm gonna show. Let me put these away real quick, y'all. Then I can show y'all some cool shirts, and then we switching over to the oh look, so I don't forget, this was the first ever sweater I ever made. Yes, we doing sweaters too now. That's right, we doing sweaters. Can you believe it? Your boy doing sweaters. So, you know, if you love sweaters, you love anything animated related, Believe me, my website's got it. There isn't a brand of clothing that I ain't got. I got women's clothes, I got kids' clothing, I got men's clothing. Look, and this was the first hoodie that actually was designed in a super style. How can I explain this? Like, looks super sick. I still got it. You know what? You ain't gonna believe I tell you how old this hoodie is. This hoodie is almost 6 years old. It's going on 7, and it still looks brand new. That's the kind of stuff that I make. I make quality and stuff, y'all. So look, now let me get y'all to I'm about to take y'all to the sneakers. Look, before I get y'all up out of here, check this out, y'all. Check these t-shirts out. I gotta show this to y'all. This is like just a recent design that I did. This is a recent design I did. And one of these, I'm gonna show you something I did for a customer. So look, if you love, ladies, this for the ladies right here. Ladies, I make long sleeve t-shirts. If you love long sleeve t-shirts, you wanna go get you one of my long sleeve t-shirts right here. You can see the design. This is what your boy doing. Oh yeah, we doing big things, man. And then I'm gonna show you the what you call this thing? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt I want y'all to see. Y'all are gonna flip out when you see it, man. So any of this stuff that I've shown y'all can be ordered on the website, you know what I'm saying? Available for order. Check this out. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? / Thundercats combination. You see turtles in the front, right? Y'all see it, right? Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo. You know what I'm saying? So we got Donatello right there, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael, right? And then when you flip it, guess what you got? Thundercats on the back. That's right. I do combo shirts now. So got Jaga at the top, Lionel, Panthro, Tiger, Shitara, Wily Cat, Wily Kid, Snarf, even the Thunder Tank, man. That's right. That's what your boy doing. You know, I would care what you think, but you're getting blocked. So, you know, take your haterade and go put it somewhere where the sun don't shine. You see people like that, it's easy to deal with them. You just block them and you're done with them. Don't feed into their toxic energy. That's one jealous human being, boy. You must be one miserable human being. Straight up miserable. Y'all check this out. Y'all see what I'm saying? Look, check this out. You see the Thundercats right there? So you see what I'm saying? And look, the cool thing about this shirt is that, guess what? I can make the left sleeve look different from the right sleeve. What y'all see right there? Thundercats logo. But on the right sleeve, guess what I got right here? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in the Half Shell. So that's what we're doing right there. That's where my clothing line has went to. That's the kind of level of greatness that I'm making now. And look, I'm about to show y'all what I made for a customer, and then I'm gonna tell you the story about my footwear, how that started. Because I'm not trying to come off all corporate. I'm doing this like how I did it. The whole I never had a footwear line till I created the clothing line. You know what I'm saying? And then all the stuff that I got with my footwear line and my clothing line now would have never happened if I didn't create the clothing line. If I didn't decide to start making my own t-shirts, if I didn't decide to just have the courage to be like, you know what? I want to do my own thing. I'm tired of buying clothes at Target or buying stuff at wherever I'm buying it at. They just didn't bring me no satisfaction in terms of what I wanted to look at. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm even doing dog hoodies. Check this out, y'all. Let me show you this Batman dog hoodie. And then I'm gonna show you the one I did for the customer. Look at this. This is a dog hoodie right here, y'all. Dog hoodies. If you have a dog, you love your dog, go get your dog hoodie on my website. Right now, I've got about 12 designs. This is a Batman dog hoodie right here, as you can see. Customized dog hoodie. Yes, I'm doing dog hoodies. I'm doing that too. So I went from making t-shirt transfers with my hand to now making dog hoodies. You see all that? I did all that in a growth of time. It's good to give yourself time to grow into where you want to get to. Y'all know what I'm saying? Look at this beautiful thing, man, right here, man. This is so cool. And these dog hoodies come in different styles, different colors. I've got it from small all the way to large. Then I've got different characters. Cardiac Assassins, Batman, Blade, Iron Man. Right now I've got about 12 designs on the website. So when y'all visit the website, I've got Captain America on there. I've got Deadpool on there. I've got Wolverine on there. I've got Sincere, Escalade, Glass, Rasputin, Cajun, Cardiac Assassins. So you will see a bunch of different designs for these dog hoodies. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, the last but not least, I'm going to show something I want to show y'all. Y'all definitely got to see these right here. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. This hoodie, and I'm going to show you the clothing line that I created for the customer. Look, when you make stuff for people, you got to make it so that they tell other people about it. You feel me? KC, yo, how you doing? Welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for joining me. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. Welcome to the story of Asho and Batazr, how I created a clothing line. This is another hoodie. Look at this sick old thing right here. Now, I know I don't have it on a hanger, but it's easy to look at it because guess what? when I started my clothing line, all I want to get to this point where I could do cool stuff like this. This is a platinum hoodie right here. No, he was hating and he was saying some haterade crap. He said nobody's gonna buy my, you know what? I'm not letting nobody disrespect what I've created. I'm not having that kind of energy on my platform. If he's got haterade stuff he's gotta say, he can go find somewhere else to say it. Toxic energy is not welcome on my platform. There's a lot of people out here doing stuff with their life. And if you're a hater, you should keep it to yourself. Nobody cares what you think. Because you're not helping nobody build nothing. All you're doing is trying to tear somebody down, and you're not doing nothing with your life. So toxic energy, opinions of negativity is not permitted on my platform. I will block you with the instance. No problem blocking people. None at all. If you ain't bringing positivity to this platform, don't bother coming at all. You know what I'm saying? So yo, check this out, hoodies. You see what I'm saying? Custom design hoodies. So now, you know, when I was making these hoodies, especially a hoodie like this, you're creating something for people that is unique and is unique to that person too, and that nobody else is gonna have. Now, what I'm about to show you next is definitely like that. So what I did was a customer hit me up and said, you know, hey, can you make me one of your cool custom clothing? So I said, sure. And then I asked her what kind of style is she wanting, and she said she just wanted something unique that nobody else has, but she particularly wanted one of my Wonder Woman drawings. She wanted, hey, hi, thank you for joining me, Eden. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, man, I'm about my positivity, man. You're not bringing no negativity to my platform. You can keep that. So appreciate you joining with the positivity, man. Really appreciate people like you, man. Spread the word. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. People have this thing where they think you have to be okay with their toxicity. No, I don't. You can find somewhere else to be. You know what I'm saying? You can find somewhere else to be. Now look, these clothes right here I'm about to show y'all, this is for a customer. And this is what has evolved my whole clothing line right here. Look, let me put on some gloves. I am not putting my hands on these clothes because I got to get it to a customer. These right here are running shorts. Ladies, if you love working out, you want to get you one of these right here. Look at this cool custom running shorts right here. This is how my clothing line evolved. Remember what I said? I started with this transfers to, look at this right here. Next level, y'all. Look at this. Clothing line. This is a running pair of shorts. Ladies, if you love working out, if you love exercise, or just wear something cool for the summer, right here, man. Custom design shorts right here. Look at this thing. It is beautiful. Look at this. This is next level stuff, man. You can see the design on it. All done by yours truly, man. This is what I do now. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. You should go onto the website. But look, check this out, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Custom design. Now, any character for the ladies. Wonder Woman like I got on here. Or you can go get you a Caucasian Wonder Woman like I got on the website. I got Chun-Li. I got Hawk Girl. I got Black Widow. I got Captain Marvel. I got Catwoman. I got Batwoman. I got, who else? I got Storm. I got Vixen. I got Supergirl. So I've got a lot of designs on there, man. You can visit the website. I'm not sure how much they are. You can visit the website. I don't give my prices online. You can visit the website. You go to sanusi.com, KC. You'll see the link right there. I put it in the chat. So click on the link on the chat and you can go to the website. I'm sorry, I don't do all my prices. So my stuff is custom design stuff. All that, I don't sell stuff that costs like $20. So if that's what you're looking for, you got to find somewhere else for that mess. You know what I mean? That's not what I do. I'm a designer. This right here that I showed y'all is for a customer. Straight up for a customer. Now the next thing I'm going to show y'all is a tank top. And then we're going to move on to some Batazr sneakers so I can tell you the story of that stuff. Look, check this out, y'all. This right here is a tank top for the ladies again. For working out or for general wear. So custom design tank tops. I don't do anything that's like a general. You're not going to find a general. It's all one-offs. What I design is for that specific customer. I do it a different way, a unique style. Look at this, man. Tank tops right here. This is what I'm doing at Sanusi Vision. Everything I make is next level stuff, y'all. So look, if you love custom stuff, if you love designer stuff, you got to visit sanusi.com and get your order on. Now, that's what I made for the customer. I even made her a matching cell phone case. This person went all out. This will be going out shortly. This person went all out with this stuff right here. All out, y'all. All out. So for me, when I design my stuff, this is what I was visualizing when I started my clothing line. I just wanted to do something that was so unique. Something that was super unique. You know what I'm saying? Something that I knew that nobody else was doing. Nobody else wants to do. And check this out. I'm even going to show you the phone case. Look at this. This is a phone case. She ordered the phone case too. She wanted to be all matching. Phone case right there. And this, I'm talking about shoes. I just want to show you what I do. So phone case right here. You can get this all on sanuvision.com. Nah, ain't no hookups, man. My price is my price. You can visit the website sanuvision.com and get your order on. I have a tendency of appreciating people that appreciate me. When people appreciate me, they pay the price that I charge, and they don't devalue me. You know what I'm saying? So as far as hookup, there's no hookup. You can visit the website and you can see what I got going on there. Now, if you order something, if I feel nice enough to add an additional free post on there, I will. Yeah, that's the QR code on the phone case. You don't have to do all that, brother. Look, I'll put the link of the website on the chat. All you have to do is go to the website, and you can go. I'm gonna put the website in the chat for you, and you can go straight to it. Right, that's the link right there, man. Sanuvision.com. Just go straight to it. I do water bottles, all kinds of cool stuff. So now, let me move y'all to the reason why I came here today. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so look, y'all. This is the reason why I came here today. Now, the second reason is the Batazr footwear line. Yep, I sure do. QR code on every phone case. Look, check this out. This is the OGs. The Batazr 1. The reason why the whole footwear line, the whole thing started. It all started with this shoe right here, the original OGs. And you can tell because there's a date on there. What y'all see right there, 2021. Y'all see that right there? I remember when I started my own sneaker line, all I really wanted, honestly, I can do it without a phone. I can do it without a QR code on the phone case. You can give me a note. If I see your order, you can send me an email saying, "Hey, this is KC from YouTube channel. I ordered a so case. Can I please get a? Can you please not put the QR code? The QR code is only something I put on there if my customers let me put on there. They put it on there. All they're doing is helping me to grow my brand. So you know what I'm saying. But most people that order my stuff, they ain't worried about the QR code. So the only people that generally worry about the QR code are people most of the time that don't buy nothing. So if you're gonna buy it, I can take off the QR code. I ain't tripping about that. But you get on there. If I see your order, I remember to take off the QR code. If I don't see your order, I'm good, bro. I live great regardless of what people do, man. They ain't stopping this dream. I haven't gotten this far by depending on people that don't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. I've just gotten so far that I'm tired of people like I had one guy write some crazy like, why you got a QR code on there? Y'all ain't gonna believe this, but when you go to China, QR codes is how people buy everything. Their groceries, gasoline, anything you can think of that you can buy, QR code is what goes on there. Even they just created a system where it's easier to function. Because instead of saying, yo, the website every single 5 minutes, I was like, I'm done with saying the website. I'm just gonna create a QR code. And then when I just put the QR code on my stuff, when people want to ask me something, I just point them to my phone, just like I got on this phone right here. And they just go straight to the website. That's it. That's all they do. People I realize love simplicity. And that's what led to my footwear line. When I started my shoes, I wanted something simple, but I just wanted something with my art on it. My whole goal was to have my own footwear line. So these Batazr ones were the start. I remember I created a, no, you don't get a discount. So no, there's no discount. Sorry to tell you that. So look here. So this Batazr one, right, when it started, right, the whole point of this sneaker was to get it to the point where I could have my own sneaker line. I wanted to take my art, any drawing I did, whether it was Cardiff Assassins, Blade, Iron Man, whomever I drew, put it on a sneaker. And I did it. And when I got to this one, I was like, this is cool, but this shoe has limitations. But it's good to start somewhere. So I said, you know what? At least I got my own footwear line. So I said, let's try some other sneaker, right? Because I love low tops. And this was like a great shoe, a great start. But I said, I can evolve it to something else. So I did, right? So this is the OGs, the old Batazr 1. So I created this one, which led to the Batazr 2s. No, those are old ones. Wait till the ones I show you. They're on fire. They're on the website. Go to the website. You be like, oh, this is sick. Wait till I show you some sneakers. So these are the Batazr 2s, right? The Batazr 2s became the original, the driving force of what I have now, right? The Batazr 2s, I could do all kinds of cool stuff with it. Low tops, high tops. I could put art anywhere I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But it was still the Batazr 2s, right? And this what's cool about this sneaker is that, watch this, y'all. I can put art anywhere. On the tongue of the shoe, on the sides of the shoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go get you some samples for the Batazr 2s so y'all can see it. So these Batazr 2s is what changed everything. Everything. Now I had a cool way to do my sneakers. And it was comfortable. And I could do high tops. And I could do low tops. I could do mids. Check this out, y'all. Look, let me do a 360. This is the first ever Batazr 2s ever made. The first ever, y'all. First ever. You know what I'm saying? So this was the right foot. Now on this foot, you know what I did? I put Cajun, my character. I put my sister's character, my brother's character, Rasputin. On this one, I put Glocks, my other brother's character. And then on this foot, I put Escalade, my sister's character. So this was the Batazr 2s. This is where everything changed, y'all. Y'all see this? This is where everything changed. As you can see, the suit, more comfortable, more sturdy, more everything, right? Then I said, hey, it's time to evolve it to the next level, right? And look, before I got to 3s, I made the first ever Sport 1s. Now, when I say Sport 1s is for exercising. If you're like me, you love working out. I love working out. I run a lot. Actually, after this stream, I'm going to go work out. I work out a lot. I run a lot. I do all kinds of exercising. And I did not want a sneaker that wasn't going to be comfortable because for the longest time in my life, I had plantar fasciitis on my feet. And man, let me tell y'all, plantar fasciitis is the worst injury you can get. It sucks. And it hurts like I don't know what. So I say, you know what? I'm going to create a sneaker that's going to be really comfortable when I'm running, that's going to suit my feet, and I'm going to make it look sick as hell too. With my art on it. So came the birth of the Sport 1s. The Batazr Sport 1s right here. Y'all see this right here? This is next level stuff. So look, check this out. So then I went, of course, the one thing that was always unique about my shoes was that I could do a different art on each foot. So the right foot looked like this, and the left foot looked like this. Y'all see that right there? You see the difference in the two? So any sneaker you see, and don't worry, the sneaker's about to get really super cool now. You know what I'm saying? The evolution from 1 to 2 to 3, which is where we're going next. Look at this, man. This is next level stuff. So look, let me get you some more high tops too. Check this out. Hey, remember I showed y'all the shoe? Remember I told you about the Batazr 2s? So look, check this out. I don't need the stores to sell my shoes. I'm good on that store stuff, man. That's old news. They don't nobody do that no more. That's a different way of independence, man. I'm independent. I don't need no stores. I do just fine on my own. So check this out, y'all. Look at this. The Batazr 2 started to change. Remember I showed you y'all Batazr 2s with the art? Well, now with these 2s, I can put art pretty much anywhere. These sneakers right here are the first ever Batazr 2 low tops ever made. Shoot, these sneakers are about 5 years old, maybe 6 now. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear them much because they're legends. I always put them away. I don't wear them. I make sure I put them away. I don't wear them. I really don't wear them. I make sure they get love. They get love like that. You know what I'm saying? So the 2s started changing. The 2s is what led to the 3s, right? And then as far as high tops, these were the first ever high tops I made. You can see how the art was changing, right? I could do murals, put art anywhere I wanted, right? This is the kind of stuff that I wanted to start doing right here. So this was the evolution of the sneaker itself. You have to evolve a sneaker. That's just how sneakers go. You ain't gonna start one way and then make it the old way that when you started off. You gotta start somehow and then you get to where you wanna go. So these are the Batazr 2s right here. And then these were the first like platinums. So if somebody wanted a platinum, this was like a platinum shoe right here. So what's different and unique about it is that aside from the other one, you can't put art on the tongue. The tongue is what is the middle of the shoe right here. With this sneaker, I can put art anywhere, man. Anywhere. And I was still kind of limited because I wanted to be able to put art in the front right here, which brought about the birth of the Batazr 3 right here. So the Batazr 2s, right? Y'all see it? Look at this. Next level stuff, man. I wear these sneakers sometimes and people are like, whoa, what is that on your feet? That's sick. My sales are none of your business and my prices are not outrageous. If you don't like my prices, you ain't got to look at them. I'm not even gonna waste my time talking to you. Some of y'all gotta understand, nothing is free. I'm a designer. What part of designer don't your hand? You're not my target audience. My target audience is people that can afford what I make. Now look at y'all. So I evolved to the next level of sneaker, right? The Batazr 3s. Now these are sneakers that I usually wear. Well, guess what? I took out the shoelace because I want to clean them. But normally you can get ones with the strap and ones without the strap. Once I got to this sneaker right here, this is where everything changed. You're not my target customer, so if you don't, most people that complain about my prices can't afford it. So you're the same person complaining that will have a problem if I had a $20 shoe. So I generally don't care what people think about my prices. You're not my target. My target is my target. People that want to buy my stuff will buy it. People that don't want to buy it won't buy it. It's really that simple. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, y'all. I work hard to make my sneakers. I'm not about to sell them for $20. That's not happening. So look, check this out. Y'all see the art right here? The Batazr 3s where everything changed. I'm talking where everything changed. I'm talking about like where I had started getting different types of customers. Now I could do all kinds of crazy stuff. Basketball sneakers, running sneakers, women's sneakers, kids sneakers, every type of sneaker you can think of, man. If there's one thing I don't have a problem with anymore, I understand my value. Don't let no one tell you what your value should be. I don't care if you don't like my price. Then go somewhere else. It's really that simple. I'm not negotiating my talent. Y'all see this right here? Look at this. Next level, right? This is the Batazr 3s. This is what changed everything right here. This is when I realized, okay, I'm making some very, very, very cool looking sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So Batazr 3s right here, right? These are the ones with the strap. Now you can get them too without the strap too as well, right? And then once I've also got on my website now, because I knew there was a lot of people that got love for sneakers like me, I got a collector's edition on my website right now. So for all of y'all that like buying sneakers that you know are gonna be worth a whole lot later, visit sanusi.com and get your order on. So yo, these are the Batazr 3s. Now, I went from that sneaker to let me show y'all some more cool stuff. These are low tops. Platinum low tops. Look at this right here. You see these right here? I was done. Now I can do all kinds of colors too. Brown, black, gray, red, yellow, pink, purple. You name the color, I could do it. So all of y'all joining the chat, thank you for joining me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. Welcome to the story of how I'm telling you how I built Batazr and Asho, man. Your story is always your story. Don't let nobody talk you out of what you're trying to do. Don't let nobody come at you with their price BS. People got prices they want to put on you and then want to go pay God knows how much for something else. You're not going to tell me what my stuff is going to be worth. If you don't like my price, get on my platform. In fact, unfollow me. Because I lose one follower, I'll get 100 more. It's just really that simple. No fear anymore. So look, check this out. Batazr 3 low tops, right? Available on sanusi.com. Look at all that cool art. Then guess what else I'm doing? I got kid sneakers now. These are the kid sneakers. Because somebody told me, if you love sneakers, you got to make some for kids. I was like, man, I don't know how to do kid sneakers. So I took like a couple of months to come up with a way to do kid sneakers. And then once I figured it out, I sold one to a customer. And they wanted, well, cardiac assassins. So I made one for them. Part of what I'm doing is, and part of why I'm growing is because I'm really not letting people decide what I'm doing. I'm deciding what I want to do. Since the day I created the first pair of Batazrs, I've just been going forward. My prices aren't going to change. My prices are what they are. Everybody ain't my target. I could care less if you wanted to be part of my chat or not, or if you want to be, if you like my prices. The same people that complain about a $20 shoe will complain about a $350 shoe. They want to tell you what you should be. When you come out with like edition, what do you do with all the edition ones? I don't understand the questions. My limited editions are exactly that, limited editions. They're designed for people that specifically wants a shoe. That's what they're designed for. They're designed for specifically somebody who orders a specific limited edition. They're limited count. Like all my special edition ones, they're all 10 accounts. They're all 10 a piece. They're only 10 pieces. So once the 10 pieces goes away, I take it off the website. So when somebody orders it, it's only 10 pieces of that sneaker. Once the 10 goes away, it's a wrap. And the people that are usually buying the limited editions, the collector's edition specifically, they got some money they want to shell out. They're not concerned about price. They're concerned about future value. Y'all feel me? So future value is what builds a sneaker. So yo, these are kid sneakers, yes. And not only can I do kid sneakers, but I can do low tops, I can do high tops, I can do running sneakers for the kids too. No, I don't clearance the edition 1. That ain't happening. Well, I'm not clearancing something that's gonna be worth a lot more. No, everybody wants a retro one. The retro ones are always the most valuable one. You know what I'm saying? So yo, Kids sneakers right here. Then, ooh, my bad. Then guess what I got next? Now, y'all remember how I said I did sport 2s? I love working out. Well, guess what? These are the sport 2s. These are the evolution of this sneaker right here. Y'all remember these right here? The sport 1s? Yeah. These sneakers replaced them. That's right. I made an even cooler running sneaker. Now, what's cool about these is that these are designed for your feet. Y'all see the little holes at the bottom right there? They're compressions. They're designed to make your feet happy. They're designed to make your feet give you, like, think of it like shock absorbers, right? So when you're walking or you're running, the pressure that you feel from walking isn't there. Remember I told you that I used to have plantar fasciitis? Yeah, well, plantar fasciitis came to an end when I started creating the sport 2s. Generally, once I created my own sneaker, I haven't had plantar fasciitis in probably 8, maybe going on 6 years. And it all started around the same time that I started creating my own sneaker. So for me, creating my sneaker was more about functionality than it was about coolness. And then once I got through the coolness part, yo, let's create some functional, cool looking shoes. Well, I did both. So as you can see, the art on the sneaker is very different. It's very unique on the right foot versus the left foot, right? And then also too, I hate tying shoelaces. I really hate tying shoelaces. So guess what I did? I came up with a string. Look at this. You see the string? That's right. Your boy got a string on these sneakers. Y'all give me a second. Your boy came up with a string. I hated strings. So I came up with a way to do my shoes without look, let me change the angle on this sneaker. Look. You see this? Strings, man. I just got tired of shoelaces. So you know what I'm saying? Look at this. This is super cool. So when I run, even when I forget to pull up the strings, the sneakers still don't fall off my feet. You know what I'm saying? It still doesn't fall off my feet. It's all about creation, evolution, and pulling yourself forward, right? You know what I'm saying? And not letting nobody deter you from what you're trying to do. When people talking, they just coming out the other ear, man. Because if you ain't got I know people that got my success in their mind that want me to succeed, and everybody else is just everybody else. So I generally tend not to care what people think. I'm not asking for your opinion. You know what I'm saying? So look, the sport 2s, right? Look at the difference in the two. And these are both the same shoe, just the right foot is different from the left foot. I love it. Look at this. Wait to see the Batman ones, the Batman Black Panther ones. Look at this. My drawings is what makes my sneakers look super cool. So your Batazr Sport 2s now available on Sanusi.com. Available to anybody who loves custom sneakers. Remember this keyword in my sentence. Custom sneakers. Everybody ain't my target. I had to learn that the hard way. I quit. Like when I go to art shows, it's the same thing. Everybody ain't my target. I'm not going to devalue myself to get your business. I don't need your business. I don't want it. If your business devalues me, I don't need your business. You know what I'm saying? So yo, Batazr Sport 2s now available on Sanusi.com. Look at this. Next level stuff, y'all. These are so sick. And I can do this with any character that I've drawn on my website. Whether that's Carjack for Assassins, Blade, Iron Man, Batman, Wonder Woman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Right now, the Batazr Sport 2s, I have about 5 designs on the website. I'm adding more because, y'all, to design these sneakers takes a long time. It takes me a good minute, y'all. It takes me a good minute. You know what I'm saying? Next up, right? So since I'm showing you Sport 2s, I might as well show you this other one. Check this out, y'all. This one is a Black Panther Batman combo Sport 2s. You see how you got Black Panther right here? You can tell I got Black Panther on that joint. Look at that. That's my drawing right there, right? Then I got Batman on this one right here. So they look different, but they're the same. You see the art there right there? This is what your boy doing, man. If you're gonna do something, do it with conviction, do it with passion, and do it what you love to do, man. I ain't just doing this just because of money. I'm doing this because I love this stuff. I think this stuff is super cool. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I have a lot of followers on my channel. People, organic individuals follow me. If you don't want to follow me, unfollow me. That's what I always say to people. I don't have time for nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for negativity. So the Batazr Sport 2s right now available on Sanusi.com. This is also another collector's edition. Collector's edition right here. Anybody that wants this sneaker right here better hand me $500. It's not coming off my hand for less than that. Because I know what it's worth. My art makes it worth something. My style makes it worth something. My value makes it worth something. So Batazr Sport 2s available now on Sanusi.com. Black Panther, man. I know a lot of y'all love Black Panther Batman. It's just something, I do something unique. You know what I'm saying? I do something super unique. And I love the fact that it's got these crazy grips on the floor. You see all that right there? I told y'all, I did a lot of homework when I created my sneakers. Then of course, a lot of ladies that asked me to do something where they could wear it with jeans. if you want to buy a pair of sneakers, man, just visit the website, order what you like, and then I get to making it. You know what I'm saying? All the other questions you're asking are all personal stuff, and I'm not gonna answer you. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. I drew all the stuff you're seeing. Anybody, what's cool about what I do is that I do all my own artwork. Literally draw. All I do is spend all day drawing. And when I draw, any sneaker I want to draw, I take my stuff, I copyright it, I do everything like that, all that documentation mess, then I put it on a sneaker. It takes me forever to create a sneaker, y'all. I mean forever. So these are called Batazr wedge sneakers right here. These are available for ladies on soundvision.com. You know what I'm saying? Available on soundvision.com. You can get you a pair. Ladies, so if you love wearing jeans, if you love wearing shorts, just everyday wear, and the ladies that have bought this sneaker from me told me they're super comfortable. That really is probably the most important thing to me when I create a sneaker. I'm very always concerned about the comfort of the sneaker. I ain't putting it out if it ain't comfortable. So if I create a sneaker, even for the ladies, I got a lot of my homegirls that I have them try it on, tell me how it feels. Once they tell me it's good to go. You know what I'm saying? So validation, I know where to get my validation from. I could care less what the rest of the world thinks. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they call it, you can't call yourself a fan of my art if you're trying to tell me what to do. That's probably never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So yo, these are the Batazr wedge sneakers. As you can see, this one's a platinum one. Reason why it's a platinum one is because I got 4 different characters on it. So you got Escalade right here, you got Mirage right there, you got Sincere right there, and then you got Artillery on the inside. You ain't gonna see a sneaker like this. This is the only pair of this, and I'm gonna sell it to somebody. Some lady's gonna buy this, I promise you. And more than likely, just like me, she's probably gonna be a collector. You know what I'm saying? So now look, next up are the Wolverine Deadpool high tops. These right here are another platinum edition sneaker right here, collector's edition. So I designed this, and the minute I designed it, I put it on the website, and somebody scooped it up with the quicks. You know what I'm saying? So I made one, and then the customer wanted one as well. It's like, oh man, so I had to make another one. So I kept the original that I made. This is the original that I made. Then I sold the other one because they was like, I really want those. You see, you have to understand something. My audience is out there. I'm not even gonna waste my time. So look, check this out. So you see, you got Wolverine on this one, you got Deadpool on this one. You flip it to the other side. Bro, it's obvious you don't want to buy a sneaker. So you complain about the price and you want to buy a sneaker too. Which one do you want to do? If you want to buy a sneaker, buy one. You're not the only customer I got. I've got a bunch of customers, so I'm not losing sleep if you don't buy anything. Buy what you can buy and don't buy what you can't buy. It's just that simple. I don't have time for that, man. Yo, check this out, y'all. So you got Wolverine, right? Deadpool. Now, the Wolverine Deadpool came because I went to go see the movie. Then I drew a few drawings a while back, and I said to myself, man, I wonder how cool my sneakers would look with one of my Wolverine drawings or my Deadpool drawing. And the thing about me is, when I draw, sometimes it takes me like 2 months to draw a drawing. This Wolverine drawing you're looking at, it took me 2 months to do it. So when I draw, I really put my passion, my effort, my everything I got into it, right? So then I put it on a sneaker. I threw it on the website. I threw it on Facebook. Next thing I got a customer hit me up on Facebook. Yo, bro, can you draw? Can you get me one of these sneakers, man? They told me the size and everything. Man, I commenced to get into work. So now I got the original copy of the sneaker. Then I sent the other one to the customer. They bought it. Long story short, I met the customer like 1 month ago. They was like, bro, this is the coolest sneakers I've ever owned in my life. That customer cherishes what I created. And they're not the only customer I've sent the shoe to. I'm not wasting my time with people that just want to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to waste my time. It ain't going to happen. So, yo, Blade. Now, the thing about these sneakers is that they got the strap. You see the anklets on the Velcro right there? You can detach them. And then what's cool about my sneaker is that you see all the art everywhere? Even on the Velcro, I got art. There's not an inch of this sneaker that doesn't have art. I'm all about my art everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, if you love sneakers, if you love custom design ones, you got to go visit soundvision.com and get your order on. Remember, all these drawings are all drawings that I did. I drew every single last one of these things. Every single last one of them. I'll be putting in work, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I'll be putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, visit soundvision.com and get your order on. Look at this. This is a Deadpool one. And it's the same thing with this one. I unstrap the Velcro. Check this out. You see that? Right there. Now, the next thing I'm going to show y'all, which is going to finish the day. Look at this. So, I went from Batazr 1. Remember where I started, y'all? Remember where I started? I started from this right here to this right here. Look at this. Batazr 1, Batazr 3. Yo, all in the span of like 6 years. And you have to evolve your sneaker, evolve your creation, evolve what you do, right? So these are the Deadpool Wolverine ones right here. Look, let me let y'all see it one more time. Yeah, this is a collector's edition. You should buy this if you want it, but you should not buy it if you don't want it. It's just really that simple. And then the last edition. This one right here is a Iron Man blade. No, excuse me, it's a blade Iron Man Batazr low tops. Now this sneaker right here, I made it, right? And then when I made it, a customer saw it. And he said, I'm not a low tops fan, I'm a high tops fan. So I made this man a custom high tops one. I did a blade one, but I also did a Street Fighter one, which I'm going to show you the video because I've shipped out the sneaker already. I don't get to keep none of the sneakers I make, man. That's probably the part that like I be like, damn, my feelings are hurt. I always like, I gotta ship this out. Like I be like, man, I'm about to ship this out. And you know you catch feelings for your gear, which is messed up. You're like, damn, I did all this work. Now I gotta ship it out. So yo, right here, you can see blade on one foot, which is the right foot. Let me do a 360, let y'all see it in totality. This is also another collector's edition. And then I did a Iron Man on the left foot. So my drawings take me forever. My drawings, man, I love art, and I love art on shoes, art on t-shirts. You see the way the sneaker's made? You can see the difference between the Batazr 1 and the Batazr 3, and even the Batazr 2. If you compare the Batazr 2, look. This is the Batazr 2 right here. You see the significant difference? Y'all see that right there? You see the difference. So it's just growth in who I am as a designer and just believing in myself, man. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to somebody else. Now I'm just confused. Hey, y'all, when I'm on the stream, I generally tend not to look at the chat because it takes away my focus on who I'm talking to. So, y'all, appreciate all of y'all. Look, the Batazr 3 right here. Look at this. So this is how far I've come. So this is a Blade Iron Man Batazr 3 right here. Platinum Collector's Edition sneaker. If you want this sneaker, it's on the website. It's $500. I'm not getting it off my hand for less than that. I had some guy talking about $350, talking about $389, talking about $450. I said, bro, what part of 500 don't you understand? My value is my value. I'm not making this so you can pay me what you want to pay me. You're going to pay me what I'm worth. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, these are how far I've come with the Batazr footwear line. This is how I started the whole sneaker brand. Like, I just was like, I'm just going to create my own sneakers and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And look, last but not least. So, last but not least. We come back to the beginning. We come back to the beginning, y'all. So this is how I created this sneaker line, this sneaker brand. I go from this brand to this. You can see the comparisons. This is the ones, this is the threes at the bottom. I don't think I'd have gotten this far. I didn't actually believe in what I was doing, but I just wanted to do something unique. I wanted my art on a shoe. I wanted to be able to look at my shoe. I'm like, yo, this is sick. Be like, yo, I'm proud of what I created. So, yo, the Batazr 3 versus the Batazr 1. So if you love sneakers, whether you're a collector's edition or whether you're just a regular brand, even the regular sneaker that I make is sick as hell. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to buy a collector's edition, then get the regular brand. If you got a kid that likes sneakers, get them too. I always tell people this. Why you want to buy something cheap when you can buy something of quality? The whole point of buying something is for it to last. I think we have this disease in America where we like buying things and then discarding it like 2 seconds later. I'm sorry. The stuff that I make is lifetime. You genuinely just love it and keep it forever. So, yo, that's the Batazr storyline, the Asho storyline. I would have never gotten this far if I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't take it to myself to say, you know what, I'm going to do this doggone thing and get to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for nobody's permission. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for nobody's validation. I'm not asking for nobody's permission or validation. I could care less what people think. I'm going to do me, and that's how I got this far. I remember when I created these sneakers, you know how many haters I got on this one? On this one. So you can imagine the amount of haters I got on this one. They really hate now because now I can really do it the way I want to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm proud of myself. The Batazr footwear line, the Asho clothing line is going to keep doing this thing. So look, that was my show for today, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, let me put this over here. It's all about personal growth, man. I would have never got this far if I didn't do what I was supposed to be doing, believe in myself. This t-shirt right here is available. And I got different t-shirts, even bucket hats. Look at this. That's the evolution of the clothing line. I forgot to show y'all that. I do bucket hats. I even do travel suitcases. So if you love custom cool stuff and you love for it to be quality, visit my website. Like I told y'all, I'm about to ship out that clothes that I made for the customer. This is why I don't give a damn what anybody else thinks. Because of stuff like this. This is going to a customer. Right here. It's going to a customer. I'm not telling you who it is. It's going to a customer. I didn't make this for me. Made this for a customer. And then the clothes, that's also going to a customer. You know what I'm saying? That's right. It's going to a customer. So there's no need for me to worry about who isn't buying. I only worry about who is buying. You know what I'm saying? So yo, your boy gonna do his thing, man. So like I always say, man, continue to aspire and achieve. Continue to believe in yourself. Always have your aspirations. Don't let nobody talk you out of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, that's my thing for tonight, man. I had to talk about the Asho clothing line, the clothing footwear line. I was like, it was something that needed to be talked about because I always, every time I get on the stream, I would just talk about my stuff, but I never really told y'all how it all got started. It all just got started because I just wanted to have my own clothing line. It was really that simple, and I did it, and here I am. So, y'all, that's it. And look, before I get up out of here, there's two things I always say to people. One, let me get this hoodie, actually. Oh, before I get going, I almost forgot something. Watch this, y'all. I got to show y'all something. Check this out. I want you to see the clothing line. So look, this is the women's gear right here. Complete outfit on the lady right here. T-shirt and leggings right there. Sport leggings. Look at that thing. Sick as I don't know what. Look at this. These are sport leggings, y'all. Ladies, so if you love sport leggings, customized artworks, you got to get you one of these right here. This is what your boy doing, man. I have no shame in building my dream. Look at this. Next level stuff, y'all. And then you got the men's gear. Look at the men's gear. Men's gear right here, boy. Look at this. Men's gear right here. All men's gear with the sweatpants, with the matching sweatpants. Look at this, man. This is what your boy doing, man. This is why I have faith in myself. Everybody's not my customer. I do not have time for penny pinchers. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for penny pinchers. Look at this. This next level stuff, y'all. So, yo, that's sanusivision.com, y'all. And look, for all you wondering, these are all the different drawings that are available on my website. Look at this. This is sick next level stuff. So please, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. These are all the sneakers in the Batazr footwear line. Look at this, man. Look at this. I am proud of my creation. Are you kidding me? You know how much hard work it takes to do stuff like that I just showed y'all? That's a lot of work, y'all. So, yo, as long as I believe in myself, there's always going to be a way. So please, yes, because guess what? I'm going to be getting famouser. Why would my shoe value not go up? I'm getting more famous. I don't have time for that, man. KC, let me keep it 100 with you. If you want to buy, go buy. If you don't want to buy, don't buy. I don't beg people to buy my sneaker. The sneaker design does all the work itself. I got customers that tell customers about my stuff. That's when you know you're doing great things. Value, you're looking at the wrong thing, man. You're not even looking at what you're supposed to be looking at, but I got to get out of here. So look, all of y'all, thank you for joining me. Like I always say to people, continue to inspire and achieve. You know what I'm saying? Two things you should always do. And let me hold the OGs in my hand. When you're doing anything, believe in yourself. Two things that must always be happening. One, your dream, there's no success in skipping steps. The back of the line is just as important as the front of the line. Be determined, not desperate. And then the second one, your dreams can be delayed but must never be extinguished. So wait your time while the universe delivers you the right hand. Be determined and not desperate. Y'all, I'm going to continue to inspire and achieve. I'm continue to make cool looking sneakers and cool clothing. That ain't going to stop. You know what I'm saying? And look, OG Batazr footwear, OG Asho clothing. This is what I'm doing, man. So, yo, I'm going to see y'all next time. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Podcast will be on tomorrow. Episode number 217, I believe. So it's going to be an awesome episode. I don't know what this... I can't tell you what the title of the podcast is going to be about, but tomorrow's podcast, the Sanusi Art and Life podcast, is on and popping tomorrow. So, y'all, thank y'all for joining me tonight. As I said, I'll continue to thank y'all. Because of y'all, I am now at 1,140 subscribers. Loyal people that want to see cool content, not BS content, not bullshit content. I make cool stuff. I'm not going to change how I do it. I'm not interested in super famousness. I'm interested in creating cool, custom, quality stuff, y'all. That's number one to me, no matter what. All the time, every time. So please, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification button. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. As always, y'all, continue to inspire and achieve. Stay safe. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.